Happy Friday, everybody. I'm going to do a quick little video. It's the good, the bad, and then finish with the ugly. I'm walking around the side of the house, and I just wanted to give you a look at the hydrangeas. They are still going strong and absolutely beautiful. And I've got lilies with big buds on them. And right here is where we put the two hibiscus that we got on sale. See, here's the tag. That was that head over heels passion. And this one had a huge big bloom on it, and it was a lot fatter hibiscus, and we had some heavy wind the other day. It blew it over and it broke the limb off with a lot of buds. But there are some more buds coming up, so we did get it in the ground. This little lime here does not look like it's gonna have any blooms this year. It got hit. It looked pretty bad after we had all that early cold weather. The bubble gum are looking good. There's the rake. We have been working outside like crazy this week. Here is where we put John's 3 poker plants. And there's room for more plants in here when we get to them. But he's thrilled to have 3 of them now. And right here, lots of lilies with buds. That beautiful hibiscus. Rhododendron back there. And then lots of these orange lilies. Walking down through the tunnel, you will notice that leaning over clematis is gone. It had literally bent the top part of this arbor, our trellis that John made over, and it was out in the path, so we had to cut it way back, but it's got some green on it, and this is a vigorous grower. It's like the one that I cut on the driveway side. So it does have some new leaves, so I'm hopeful for it. Well, here's baby boy coming up loving me. He just took a nap on me on the couch. There you can see the lilies and going up that direction. He likes to get in all these plants, and he'll lay in them because I guess it's cool under there. All these hostas are just doing beautifully. The Japanese painted fern. It is hot today. It got up to 92. I think it's back down to 89 right now. All the pots out here are really doing well. Here's where I planted the Gara and the other new phlox. And this is the Black Eye Susie that I had transplanted, and it's looking wonderful. Gonna bloom. This is summer flock also. That's been there for 2 years, I think. I just love the way some of these coneflowers open up. I still have to get in this bed and thin out the Japanese painted ferns. Shovels where we're working. Water buckets. There's the blue coal bucket that I planted with verbena and collias. The bubblegum is doing really well. Here comes my little helper again. We finally, last week, we got 7 2/10 inches of rain was what we ended up finally getting. And thank the Lord the basement did not leak. Prayers were answered. It helped everything green up and perk up. I love these coneflowers. More coneflowers. Over there you can see the pink with the red centers, kind of reddish orange. There's that beautiful little coneflower that we bought and planted there. Rudbeckias. This bee balm is always beautiful. No matter what you spray it with, it always gets mildew. That's just the nature of this plant, I think. And you can see that I thinned out a lot of the Missouri Sundrops down through there because a lot of them were coming out into the sidewalks. And now this beautiful purple crepe myrtle has started blooming, and it is loaded with buds. Baby boy's tired. Look at him laying there. Baby boy. He said, well, let me lay here and wash. He'll be rolling down the driveway soon because he loves to roll on any place that's a little bit dirty. You can see over there on the top of the yard, we planted 3 of the Rudbeckias. Got coneflowers there. These ferns are gorgeous. Oh, I forgot to show you. Let me turn around here without making you dizzy. Right there is where I planted the barberry. I wanted something that would be there all winter long because everything else, goes away. So that's where I planted the barberry. And over here is where I planted the weedula. Now for the bad and the ugly. This area over here, other than the beautiful oak leaves, it needs some work. I want you to see how these oak leaves over here have now turned pink. It looks like an antique pink, and I think they're beautiful. This bank here is kind of a problem for me and John. I used to could just go up and down this thing like crazy and keep the weeds down, and there's plenty of weeds and poison oak. Working on inclines is hard for me, and it's impossible for John now, so I've got to get in here and do the best I can on getting out that grass and all these weeds. And I want to plant something there to give it a little voomp, because it's just boring. All that regular grass has grown in the monkey grass. So all down through here, got a lot of work to do up that bank. It needs something to give it some pizzazz and color. So this will probably be the next big area that we work on. I've got to cut back bushes and the trees. And then I have to decide what I'm going to plant. Lots of weeds in here. There are some decent plants. Daylilies and the sedums. And lavender. The coneflower back there, the deer ate the top of it off. The poor little marigolds that I planted in there when we had the cold snap, it just about did them in. So I'll probably end up just pulling them out and starting over. Now my mums from year before last actually are doing great. I've got to pinch them again. Supposed to pinch till July 4th. I'm going to have to spray that big black-eyed Susie over there with the deer stuff because they've pruned it off several times. I've sprayed everything else, but I hadn't sprayed down here until I get down here and do some work. But I wanted you to see that gardens are not perfect a lot of the time, that it takes time. I want you to see where this boy is sitting. He didn't want to sit on anything hard, so he's just sitting right in the middle of that daylight. He's something else, I tell you, but we sure do love him. So this will be the next big project. We'll probably go to Lowe's and see what we can get on sale to put some color in here and get started on this maybe next week. Probably won't do it tomorrow because tomorrow we're going to try to go to a few yard sales, plus tomorrow's supposed to be 92. And I won't make John work on Father's Day unless he wants to. So hope you have a wonderful day. You can see the beautiful, look at these big tall trees. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Till the next time, enjoy your evening.